Good afternoon. I'm Stephen Benoon, your host with 5 minutes left. And this might be just a couple of minutes over 5 minutes, but I wanted to share with you the very misquoted Bible verse that we hear all the time. Those that bless Israel, God will bless, and those that curse Israel, God will curse. Well, oddly enough, we know it doesn't say that. It does say here in Genesis chapter 12 where it's taken from. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you, and make thy name great, and be thou a blessing. And I will bless them that bless you, and him that curses you will I curse. And in you shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Well, the blessing and the curse is strictly to Abraham. It is a singular you, as I've highlighted in the green here to the left here in the Hebrew language. It's not in a plural, it's a singular. The only time we get into a plural is when all the families of the earth, mishpachot, which is the feminine plural there, kol mishpachot, all the families of the earth. And of course, right before that, it's going to be another singular you, but it's because of his seed. It is the seed of Abraham. It is Jesus Christ that all those families of the earth will be blessed. Nothing about a modern state of Israel. If you look at Acts chapter 3, it's confirmed by Paul when Paul writes here in verse 25 and 26, you are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which God made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all kindreds of the earth be blessed. Unto you first God, having raised up his son Jesus, sent him to bless you in turning away every one of you from his iniquities. So the only blessing whatsoever through Abraham is going to be through his son Jesus Christ. There's no other way around it. You might even take Jeremiah, for example. In Jeremiah in the King James, it's chapter 10, verse 9 in the Hebrew Bible. Hear the word of the Lord, O you nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattered Israel doth gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock. Some people really think this is a future event. Well, it was for Jeremiah's time. Clearly, it was a future event. He prophesied of Israel going into captivity, into the Babylonian captivity. They went in there. They were down there 75 years. They came out. And gosh, I don't know, maybe close to 200 years later, Jesus Christ comes on the scene and fulfills this. He keeps them as the shepherd of his flock. We see this in the very words that Jesus says according to the Gospel of John, chapter 10, I am the good shepherd. There you go, shepherd and the flock. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is a hireling, careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. It's over and over and over. These prophecies of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, etc., Isaiah, they were not speaking of the day we're living in now. Well, maybe there are some, but not specifically when it comes to these passages here. Isaiah 49, another one, totally misquoted, misunderstood because of the way they put it in English. Thus saith the Lord, and this is in Isaiah, let me see real quick, I think it's 49, yeah, Isaiah 49, 49, verse 7. Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to him who is despised of men, to him who is abhorred of nations, to the servants and rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes, they shall prostrate themselves because of the Lord that is faithful, even the Holy One of Israel, who hath chosen you. Now, that chosen you is nothing to do with a future regathering or nation of Israel specifically. He is talking about chosen you. He's chosen the Holy One of Israel, which is Jesus Christ. Again, in the Hebrew language, easy to see because it is a chet, and that is a singular you, not the, not as in a plural as it's implied in the English language there, but a singular. And it doesn't even say that men despised him. It actually says nephesh. He is despised of the soul. And that's exactly what it says there. To him who's abhorred of nations, and that's more so applied as a plural there, the nations, because the goy, but even that is not technically pluralized, goim. So, but nonetheless, you can pluralize it with just the yod on there as well. Uh, and so little nuances there that a lot of people overlook to start with. We'll go into this later, deeper, Romans, but that'll have to be on our other channel. Thank you for listening. Stephen Benoon with 5 Minutes.